Hello. Thank you for watching. My name is Jasmine. Welcome to my channel. So I post a video every single Monday. Hit that subscribe button so you see all of my content. On the first week of every month, like today, I post information about stewardship. Every second and third Monday, I do Secure the Bag, which is focused on millennial development, personal development, time, finances, you name it. If you are a young person needing to get it together and grow up, that segment is for you. So hit that subscribe button. Even if you're a teenager or in your late 30s, we are never too young or too old to get our lives together, right? And week 4, the fourth Monday of every month, I do Moments with Jay, and that is 100% spiritual based. I am a Christian, and so I might do a Bible study. I might just talk about something going on in the world. Last week, I talked about better yet, how I love Trump. So go check out that video as well. But I hope you haven't left this video yet. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Today's topic is housekeeping. And while this also can apply to taking care of your office, taking care of your car, I want to just talk about the general house, your apartment or home. So let's jump right into it. I have 4 tips. 4 tips for good housekeeping. Great housekeeping. So these are the tips that I live by, whether you just need to focus on a single area or if you're tackling an entire apartment or house, these tips help. So number 1 is to schedule your housekeeping. And this does go into good stewardship because it helps keep you consistent. It helps you organize your time so that you can tell if it's been more than a certain amount of time since you've done something, or if, maybe you mopped 3 days ago and you see that, some spots are really dirty. You don't have to stick to your schedule if something is dirty, but it helps you to know that, in less than a week, I have a mess. So that might not be the case every single week though. So scheduling it. You could, for example, do a weekly schedule, daily schedule, monthly. So me cleaning the microwave, the oven, the mirrors, typically I don't do those every week. I'll put those as a monthly task, while I sweep and mop the bathroom and kitchen every single week, and every other week I'll do the sinks. I don't do baths in the household. My children, my mother, myself, we don't do baths often, so I deep clean the bathtub after a bath, but after showers I just spray it down. Daily activities could be sweeping, depending on how crummy your areas could get, and same thing for washing dishes. I'm not 100% disciplined every single day. Sometimes you don't feel like it, I get it, but I try to wash the dishes every single night. And even though this isn't necessarily cleaning, a great housekeeping tip as well as sanity keeping tip is to make your bed every morning. There are studies about it, how it can change your life. I'll try to include the link also in the description box from one of my classes. One of my college classes included that as a link, that making your bed first thing every morning is a habit that increases your productivity and makes you a better steward of your life. So step number 1, or tip is schedule it. So also, before I slide into number 2, if you assign a certain person to particular tasks, that also can help. You can say, well, this week is my week to do that, and that week is your week. Or, for example, in my household, my sons, they're 5 and 6 years old, but last week they volunteered to do the dishes 2 nights per week. I'm not holding them accountable to it. I wash them first anyway to make sure they're clean. But that's an example of growing accountability and discipline, especially the younger you start. But even if, you're a couple or maybe housemates with friends, it may help to keep the peace as well as the tidiness if you just schedule tasks to different people. Tip number 2 is to move and remove. So what I mean by that is clearing your space. move things out of the way. So if you're clearing your room, you need to vacuum, you need to maybe even put away laundry. You might want to put all the dirty laundry into one corner, and then you can see, all right, well, this is clean, and put those things away. Put the dirty clothes where they need to be, and then you can see, all right, things on my dresser need to be tidied up. My bed is made. Okay, great. Last week I had to clean off my desk in my kitchen, so it helped really just to put everything on the kitchen table. And also that slides into the second portion of this tip, which is to remove things. So you can easily see which books are mostly drawn in and scribble scrabble. You know, if pencils are broken, you don't need those. And, you know, maybe in your room, do I even fit this outfit anymore? So while you're cleaning certain areas, it's easy to just clear things out of the way. I especially do this when mopping. I feel ready to mop. I feel like it's not even a challenge if the whole entire floor has nothing on it. Sweep, 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 mop, mop, mop. So my second tip for cleaning is housekeeping, is to move everything out the way. That way you have a clean slate for imagining what everything will look like when you are done with the job. So visualization is so key for stewardship, because you have to imagine the life or the space that you want to live in. And also for removing, no better time than to clean and get rid of junk. Why clean and put it back where it was, or like find a new spot for it? Like, nah, get rid of that. And tip number 3 is to position your tools. So for example, if you're just like moving and removing, you're not going to need tools for that. Most of the time your tools are your hands. But if you need a sponge, cleanser, wash rags or something like that, it may help to put it near the space that you're going to have to clean soon. For example, the sink, if you're washing dishes, you don't need to move anything typically everybody has a sponge and soap there. But I might feel more like sweeping my entire kitchen if I put the dustpan and broom at the doorway of my kitchen. I do that sometimes, even though sometimes, to be honest, I'll leave the dustpan and broom right there for 3 days. But it still catches my eye every time I walk in and out of the kitchen, and I'm like, oh, I gotta do that. So keeping that one brief, if you have your tools out of the cabinet, or you know, that hallway that you keep things stored at, it will help you in feeling better ready to start that housekeeping task. And last but not least, tip number 4 is to have fun. So I personally love YouTube videos. I don't do the music so much, but sometimes you could just listen to a song, listen to a podcast. And I'm a visual person though, so me watching a YouTube video, even if it's just a person talking like how I am now, I could still just want to rewind anyway to see what their face looked like. Like, you know, what if I made some funny comment and like, you know, I'm gesturing or whatever. So I hope you like all of my comments and gestures. Hit that subscribe button so you can keep getting more of my personality, tips, and information weekly. So that wraps up my 4th tip, really, is to have fun. You can, or maybe even get on a phone call. I didn't think of that, but I could very easily put them headphones in while I'm talking to somebody and sweeping and mopping, or even doing dishes. I put on a video, put it next to the sink in case I want to see the screen. And those are a few of the ways that you can try to make housekeeping a more willing task. And again, these tips apply to housekeeping in your office, in your workspace, or your car. If you're dorming, you know, your apartment or house is actually just your room or suite. So I hope that this helps. Let me know if you have any additional housekeeping tips that you'd like to share. And thank you for so much. And again, hit that subscribe button. I will be back next Monday, or anytime the Holy Spirit leads me to post something. So thank you again for watching. Have a great week. And it's September. Hey, it's September. So welcome to a new month, and we're entering the last portion of the year. So make the ending of 2019 great. Thank you for watching. Have a great week.